Hey there, fellow Factorians. Owners here with another episode of Rampant Realm, and this is episode number 2, and it has got to be coming close to night, doesn't it? So I really need to kind of remember what we're up to, and I think we had kind of started doing some defenses. Yeah, we got a few little setups going around. Yeah, I think we should probably just make sure that that is working fine. And then we need to, we'll need to apparently get a little bit of iron over here. There we go, make some more turrets. And what we want to do this episode is get some miners going. Yes, okay. So to do some miners, we're going to need a couple of things. Let's go with, what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to do? There we go. All right. Because we are going to want to make some green circuits and some of these. All right, and then we'll have that, and that. There we go. All right. We're going to need some materials. We're going to need some inserters. Wow, that's way too high, isn't it? There we go. All right. And yeah, why don't you go there as well? Okay. So we'll need in, out. Out. There we go. All right, that should get the job done, and like that. Now we just need some materials. Let's grab some copper, some of our fledgling iron supplies. And what's going on? Are you out? You're out. All right. You're out. Well, there you go. You can go there, and we'll get a couple of half stacks of that. Probably time for a little shift C just to get that going. Although I think that did put some iron in, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Okay, that's okay. That is okay. Let's put that there, and that there. There we go. And that should be all we need to make these. It is excellent. All right. So while that's going, let's double check on our ammunition supply situation. Yeah, we've used up all the iron in here. Of course we have. There we go. Take that. For some reason I put 12 inserters in there. And all right, let's not do that. There we go. Have that back. So there we go. We've got a little bit of stuff. We can build a few miners. Actually, before we build miners, we do need to also build the other things. The other things that we're going to need a lot of, which is belts. There we go. And apparently assemblers. We'll need a few of them. Put one there. Grab a few more of them. All right. In there. So you are going to be making those, and you are going to be making those, and then you need some of that, which we don't have much of, but we'll get it going. All right, we'll get it going. And a bit more iron. All right, we are just churning through iron on our ammunition, which is honestly pretty good. We do need it, so let's keep that going. Let's keep this going. Another 60 iron plate, another 70. All right, and then let's do that, and let's do that, and I might just do this. We'll put a couple more here. There we go. And that didn't work. Whoops! Got to remember, let it go in first, and then finish that off. All right, and something there. That's good enough. It's good enough. Although that tree being in the middle it's just annoying. There's nothing wrong with it. It just annoys me. All right, and we've got some defenses there. We've got a little bit of defenses over here. This is actually. They'll probably come in from there if they're going to come. So let's put one here as well. There we go. Get that in there like so. I hit Q every time. There we go. Every time. Get some more coal into these guys, And some more iron into our inventory. Wonderful. All right. What's going on here? I didn't give an output. There we go. All right. Let's get some belts happening. You can have that. Let's get some more of these happening. You can have that. And how are you doing? You're doing all right. And we'll definitely want some more turrets because our ammo is actually going okay. All right. Is that darkening? Is the sky darkening, or am I imagining it? I think it is. I think it is. We're getting more of a glow around here, so I think we are entering nighttime, and this is where we expect to start seeing a little bit of activity. What I might do is I might make a couple more of these as well, and let's just pop them. Obviously, we're kind of limited where we can do them because of power, but let's get a few more scanning for us. See if that picks up a bit more area around here. All right, grab a bit more of this. Grab some more walls. I should make some repair packs. Definitely going to need a few of them. Let's just make 10 of them, and we'll pop them there for now. All right, we do have some iron. Let's pop that into the ammo. Although apparently we need just a ton of iron for our gun turrets, which is no surprise. It's actually like 40. Yeah, it's 40. All right. And these guys here. Okay, that one's done too. Starting to get quite the collection of mined out areas. Look at that, good amount of coal, good amount of copper, a bit more coal. Let's see if these guys need some coal. Yeah, sure. All right. This is going okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. While we're waiting for the what's going on over here? That I do mind. That I do mind. There we go. Yeah, while we're waiting for the first attacks. Yeah, well, there's also that we have to sort out, isn't there? While we're waiting for the first attacks. Comments from the first episode. So yeah, look, we've definitely learned a few things, and Power put together a bit of a plan for some base setups, which is kind of similar to what I was thinking as well. So I think it's probably what we'll do. Walling this area around here and this area here. Obviously, we get this big area here, and then a bus up the middle, straight up here. And building our stuff around that, and that will enable us to be pretty streamlined in our production. The big problem we've got is oil, because oil is way away. 100 in there, and then another couple hundred in there. All right. Yeah. So oil is a fair way away from us. And that is definitely a problem. And we've got a bit more of that. Excellent. All right, you are out as well. What are we doing here? That's got 4. That's not gonna cut it. All right. We're out of coal. No, we're not. We're not out of coal. We just have the limit on what we can bring in. So. Where are the biters, we say? Where are the biters? Well, maybe our pollution just hasn't hit biters yet, because we have got some nice trees absorbing some pollution, which is always helpful. But let's just not count our chickens too early, shall we? And let's focus on what we need to make some miners. All right, we're going to need more iron, of course. Of course we do. There we go, 200. Okay, yeah, that's a good amount of miners. All right, we don't want to be handcrafting iron gear wheels if we don't have to. I mean, we might as well if we're not handcrafting anything else. But if we've got some of this that can make some iron gear wheels for us, then by all means we should be doing that. What is the ratio of this? It's 1.5 copper. yeah, 1.5 copper to a steel. So that's actually it would need a little bit more copper to use up that last bit. And of course, iron is our immediate concern because we are putting a lot of it into ammo. In the sure knowledge that eventually we're going to need it. Alright, so while our handcrafting queue is empty, let's go get some stone and turn that into some more of these. I don't know, 50 seems pretty good. I think I got 60 there, but that's okay. These guys are looking good for copper. Let's turn all that into some more ammo. And okay, we've got 14 gun turrets. That's a pretty good amount for the size of our base at this point, because we're just kind of using just these little setups. We can wall off some of these though, I think. A bit more, bit sturdier with a full wall around them. Yep. Alright, and then it's just this one down here, which shouldn't get any attacks coming from here, obviously, but this is just a little place that we can draw people to if we get into trouble. Alright, no attacks. No attacks is good. No attacks is good. Let's create a few more of them. Yeah, sure, we'll handcraft that lot. Okay, we've got belts. We've got 170 belts, which isn't enough. Never enough, is it? And then inserters is going to be the next thing, isn't it? All right, because first off, we do want to sort out our power. Speaking of which, yeah, we are definitely going to need probably 1, 2, 3 of them, and then we need 6 of these. So we'll need another 3. Another 3 of these. All right. And look at that. There we go. Perfect amount. Copper. Well, we've got some copper. We have some copper, not a whole lot of copper. Let's make sure science is still going. It is. Ammo is still there. Turrets need iron. Of course they do. Of course they do. But for some reason that didn't put any coal in there. Alright. Let's just give you guys a little bit of coal. And let's harvest these that are not set up very well. You're out as well. Okay. All right. Looks like we're doing that. And whoop. Let's give you guys a little bit. All right. Another 5 of them. That's probably unnecessary, to be honest. I think we'd be better off using that iron for some more turrets. And apparently this is why we need to set up the coal. I thought I'd popped enough coal over there, but we are burning through it. All right. I don't have any iron, but we don't need it, do we? We don't need it for this one. We'll do that there, and we'll do that. We actually do need. Okay. Well, I stand corrected. Let's pop all of that. No, not that. I guess you can use it, but there, have some of that. And oh, look at that. We can actually, with that one bit of iron, we can actually do that. Okay. All right. There's our power picking up a little bit. I do need to get some iron so we can actually use these, because I need to make some pipe. I think we might have a couple more of these that are out. How are these guys looking? That one is out, and you guys are okay. You have 5 iron left. All right. Okay. We are starting to see a little bit of iron shortage. I mean, we're only tapping the top here, but remember this patch has to last us a while, because our next patches were a fair way down here. They're kind of just off the edge of the map there, so that's something to worry about. All right, now that we have not got the power just yet, let's run a pipe, and we're going to need a couple more of these. There we go. All right, and we'll do that, and we'll not do that. All right, now we will do that though. Get these up and running. Where's that bit of pipe? One bit of pipe there, and then we'll do that. And let's see now how far this gets us. All right, before we do that, let's fill these guys up and run this all the way back. I'm surprised we got through there without interrupting that, which is nice. And you know what? I'm going to bring this through here because this will be also for our smelting lines in the future. And I think this area down here, both Power and I kind of saw as a good spot, for that. All right, that's, yep, that looks pretty good. Let's rip you guys out. And there it is. There is our first bit of electronic mining. We just need to get some power poles, which I should have down here. And yeah, just pop one right where we're standing. And then another one over here. Like that and like that. There we go. So now we have a little bit of coal coming into our power, which is looking good. And oh yeah, we have the first foray, from the biters, and they did come in from this side. So we must have triggered them over here. So we haven't triggered those ones yet, thanks to the trees. But because they were over here, and this is the far end of our base, I'm actually going to expand this one to a 2x2 arrangement. And you know what? Because I'm generous, we'll even give them some ammo. Isn't that nice of us? There we go. So they did come from up here though, which is interesting. So maybe there's a base here, and that's kind of the pathing they took. Because I figured if there's one down here, they would. Oh no, maybe they still path around there. Yeah. All right. But yes, it's early days, and the biters are just getting hammered by us. Let's pop not all of that in there. Oh gosh, I hate when you right click and it does that. But that looks like the right amount, 2 to 1. It is 2 to 1. Yep. So that will suffice us for now. Now that we have coal on the belt, we can use that one. That was our one which had only 5 in it. We can use that coal, and actually we had some more coal miners that I pulled out that now become iron miners. Yes, we can also use this coal for smelting. So how many miners do we have left? We have 12 miners left, which is not a bad amount. I would love to put some smelting in right here just as a intermediate, but maybe I should set up some proper smelting, shouldn't I? I think that was one of the issues we had in the first run. Is I did a lot of spaghetti, just temporary setups, and that meant that while I wasn't at the base, I really needed to watch it very, very carefully. So I think we're going to try and avoid that now. See if we can set this up properly.
They don't fit through the straw.
Just got drink service from my lovely wife. Thank you very much. All right, so these guys are going to come in here. We're going to have. I just hit 3. I'm hitting 3 because normally I have on my shortcut here splitters. Of course, we don't have splitters set up, do we? So that's a problem. There we go. But we do now have a bunch of stuff that we can make some undergrounds and some splitters. Luckily, we still have some red circuits. All right. Let's turn this into another 50 ammo. What's that? 200. That's another 5 turrets. That's a bit more of that. That's a bit more of that. All right. And now let's put our undergrounds there and that. Interestingly, I've been playing a bit of Shapes, Shapes IO, and they have belts at shortcut 1. Splitters at number 2 and undergrounds at number 3, and I'm constantly pressing the wrong hotkey. All right, so I don't think we're going to have more than I don't think we're going to have more than one. We need some more belts. All right, bullet damage is finished, by the way. I did want to go to turret damage because we are mostly relying on turrets, so we might as well do that. Let's get you going with. Might as well put the rest of this in here because we are going to need a lot more belts. We're going to need more iron. You're out. Look at that. There is just a tiny little spot there that we can pop in. Alright, and back this way. Down you go, down you go. Alright. Now we just need to split this out here. That was terrible, wasn't it? And pop that in there. And now set up a little bit of mining. Alright, if I were to ignore that area completely, we could go to that is 7, which is more than we actually have. Let's make a couple more, but we're going to power these is actually going to be a problem, isn't it? So let's not do it so close. That was silly of me. So I totally forgot we need to put power there, and we also need to drop some coal in those. All right. There we go. Let's leave some room for power, and 2K is a good start. 500 is not great, I've got to say. Didn't we build 2 more, or did I make that even bigger this time? That is 14. So this is going to be 16 when that last one builds. I'm going to rip this one out because it's just not necessary. So that is half a belt. Half a belt of what we don't have any belts. Okay. All right, let's see how things are going up here while we're here. Let's put a bit more in there. We actually need copper in there. Looks like we need that in there, and then the rest goes in there, which isn't much, but it'll do. Drop some copper in there. Drop some copper in there, and let's grab these walls while we're going. They're just constantly churning over. Which is nice. Alright, I do feel like this one's out. It is. And then power. Alright, how am I going for power? I need some more poles. Let's hook those up. Might as well just make them all. Because 21 is not gonna cut the mustard. That's for sure. Alright, let's bring this down here. Because we're gonna have to power up both that area. And let's put some power across here and some power down the bottom. Then we'll start mining. This is going to massively increase our pollution, no doubt about that. And inserters. Oh, man, I forgot about inserters. All right, we need to be handcrafting inserters. Sorry if you can hear some slurping in the background. My wife is really trying to get some tapioca pearls out of a straw. Hilarious. Alright. Let's grab some ammo. And yes, I grabbed that stuff so we could make some more of these. So we're going to need a bunch of them. And look at that, that's actually quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Bring you in up to here like that. And then we can get this guy, we'll set it up, not like that of course, like that. And let's get a few more of these in, and in. There we go. Kind of just need those ones and those ones. Yeah, we'll put these ones in anyway. And that is the start of our iron. So what do we got here? We have 12. So we can double this. We can double this with the miners that we have, and that's the most that we're going to get. The absolute most. All right. Oh gosh, the belt threw me. I swear. I threw myself. There we go. Anyway, let's just go with that. All right. Do we have enough of these? We sure do. We sure do. Which is nice. Let's pop these poles in. We're going to need one there that I lost There we go. Okay. Iron. That is iron started. How are we doing for time? 25 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. With this iron, we would like to get some science going. You definitely need a bit of that. It's a double. It's double, isn't it? Yes, it's double. All right, let's fill some more iron in here. Actually, I think I need belts fairly urgently, and more inserters. We're out of actual iron. Get this guy going. I think any of these that are now out, we're probably not putting back in. Yeah, you're done. And what are you? Are you done? You're done as well. Okay. All right. That's looking good. Looking good. Let's get some more biters coming in. That was an interesting angle of attack they came from. So they've stopped throwing themselves on that, and have gone around to the north, which is just their AI kind of deal with. I could temporarily bridge across here, couldn't I? That would actually be fairly decent. I wonder if I got enough walls for that. If I did something like this. Actually, no, I'm not even going to bother with this because this isn't where we're getting attacks from. Attacks are all coming from the east at the moment. How's our pollution? Yeah, got a lot of trees there soaking up pollution. So that's actually pretty good. All right. Let's see. Research is going. What can we be crafting? We probably need a few more of those. And now that we have this going, we don't need to run through there so much. And suddenly iron is on the menu. All right, let's pop all of that in there and let's just go crazy with the ammo. I know it's a lot, but we are going to need it. So okay, we are in a good position. I'm pretty happy with where we are now. Wouldn't mind getting a few more of these going actually, and we might as well use these while we have them here, especially because these miners are kind of getting a bit outdated pretty quickly. Speaking of which, we only have one left, so let's make some more and then we can get started on the copper. Belts are going to be an issue. All right, let's got that. Got that. Iron is better. Iron is better. All right, are these guys out? Is that what's going on? It is. All right, and that's that is a problem. We do need this temporary. We do need this temporary copper setup to be going. All right, let's keep going with these guys. Grab what little is there. It's actually pretty good at the moment. Now, do I reinforce this area? I think I should. I think I should reinforce the defenses over here, and that's probably where we'll end it this episode because yeah, look, it's going pretty well. I'm going to put one just in the middle here. They can technically sneak through it. There we go. That's the perfect wall. The perfect wall. We do have a separate ammo. So let's just put that in there. And all right, yeah, because we're at 30 minutes. Well, we're at 28 minutes. Probably by the time I have a bit of a chat at the end, we'll be. Why did I just do that? By the time I chat at the end, we will be at 30 minutes. So we got our iron smelting happening, which is fantastic. No, we want all that in there. This will help us grow very quickly. If we get copper next episode, we can then automate science. Our first science. This patch is pretty small. There is copper, I think, just here, somewhere about here, from memory. Iron is down here, and oil is over here. So those are what we need to be considering. Of a concern, of course, is we've got this water here and the pollution is traveling just straight across the water. So we are possibly going to be setting off bases around here. The evolution from what I saw of the first one, the rampant expansion probably means that they will build bases towards us pretty aggressively. and we'll have to deal with that. And I do want to do a lot more biter clearing this series than last time. Power in one of the previous episode did comment that it didn't seem that useful. I think I disagree on that one. I think the biter clearing is still useful. They do come back very quickly and expand over it, but I feel like one of the biggest problems we had in the end, certainly in the end of the last one, is that we couldn't keep up with the numbers of them, even with the Mark II turrets. Just the sheer number of guys coming at us was too much. So I feel like a bit more clearing would definitely help us. All right, so there's our iron. There's some more coal for you guys. Let's just put a bunch of coal in there, because apparently you don't need it. No, you don't. All right, miners and inserters. Let's get a few more of these. Miners and inserters, and we are going to need a bunch more furnaces. That's not much iron, but we can get a lot more here, no doubt. There we go, great. All right. And our copper walls. Not many walls, because of this. Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot to do that. And let's just do a clean up here. Get rid of some of this. No, gosh, you got rid of the stone. No. All right, give me back the stone. I need that stone. We need that stone to make a bunch of these. All right. So there we go. As I said, we would chat. It would get over 30 minutes, and it did happen. So. Progress, yeah, definitely progress. First night, second night, first night of attacks. Not really much. And I think that was a difference with I think it was Daniel Everett pointed out in the end of the last series about desert versus trees. Trees soak up pollution, and pollution is what sets off biters. Rampant has a bit of extra attacks. I think not attacks, extra spawning. Of biters not related to pollution, or sorry, I don't know if it's not related to pollution or if it's just they don't have to be directly absorbing pollution. If their chunk is next to a chunk with pollution, I think that sets them off. Anyway, it's something a little bit more than that, but pollution is still a big factor in the spawning. And I think now that we've started doing electronic mining, that pollution is going to become a whole lot more serious, and we're going to keep our way. If we can automate science in the next episode with a copper furnace, if we can do that, we will then be in a really good position to get all the military tech upgrades, all the bullet damage, those kind of things, and we'll just go from there. And hopefully we can keep ahead of the biters, and this time focus a bit more on building the factory, hopefully automating everything a bit better, so that we don't have to be at home to keep things going. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, end chat takes forever. But most importantly, thanks to my patrons, and see you tomorrow.